beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our broadcast today. We are so pleased that you have joined us. A little bit of housekeeping before we get ready to get into our chat about Joe Biden's the help and his possible picks for the White House press secretary job. Somebody talk black to me. But a little bit of housekeeping. As you come in, please come in giving us a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. You can text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live from time to time. Also, beloved, we want you to know this holiday season, we want you to shop black, shop with us at shopfnq.com. That's shopfnq.com. Shopfnq.com. Also, if you have not registered already, do not delay. You have just a few more days. This Saturday, I am conducting another 2-hour course on angels, a course on angels. This time I'm going to be discussing angels, watch this, and the melanin code connection. It's going to literally be out of this world. I'm going to be downloading celestial codes just for you in terms of accessing more power and more purpose. There are 2 ways you can join. The first thing you want to do is if you are signed up with my weekly mastermind class that I'm going to be conducting tonight, by the way, you can join for $1 for 30 days and get automatic access at clubvicki.com, clubvicki.com. Also, if you don't want to join my weekly mastermind course, that's totally okay. All you need to do is to attend just a 2-hour mastermind course this Saturday. Go to FlyNubianMastermind.com. That's FlyNubianMastermind.com. Shout out to all of our moderators in the digital building. Thank you, Monique. She said, beautiful. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for your kind compliments. And I bless you all so much for blessing me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's get right into it without delay, because I want to get prepared for my mastermind this evening at 9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern. By the way, again, if you want to access that course, the 2-hour course, FlyNubianMastermind.com, or go ahead and join my clubvicki.com, clubvicki.com, so that you can join us even tonight. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Hi, my beautiful God mom, Miss Melanie. She says she's traveling. I miss you and love you, dear sister. Thank all of you for your kind words. I'm talking right now to my Instagram family. By the way, you can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. I also post all kind of little pictures and keep you updated on all kinds of stuff. So you want to make sure that you join me there. Thank you so very much. Now, dear family, again, we're going to keep today's war briefing very brief. I've been doing better and better. By the way, we have a new queen on the network. She comes on after me at 9 p.m. Eastern. So be sure to support and check out our sister, Miss Candace. She's going to be talking about business and a whole bunch of other good stuff related there too. You don't want to miss it right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, 9 p.m. Eastern after me. So thank you so much, Miss Constance, for supporting our new queen. Thank you so very much. Again, follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Now let's get ready to get into it. So how many of you all know Joe Biden's linebacker? Somebody talk black to me. How many of you all are familiar with Joe Biden, Jim Crow Joe Biden's the help linebacker? Can I get some footballs in the chat? Yes. Can we get some footballs in the chat? Now, this is important, dear family, because Symone Sanders, Jim Crow Joe Biden's linebacker, we gave her that name. That title served her best. You know, she was known during his campaign as a senior advisor of his. But when it came down to, watch this, a non-dairy, non-violent protester. Did you hear what I just said? When it came down to a non-dairy, non-violent protester, she put her life and limb in all of her body, all of her voluptuous black girl magic body. Somebody talk black to me. She put it all on the line, literally, for Jim Crow Joe Biden. Symone Sanders committed violence for Jim Crow Biden's presidential campaign. She ran interference. She did what was totally unnecessary. And when she did this, I'm getting ready to play it for you because many of you all know I've shown you this on a number of occasions, but it's relevant now. It's relevant now because Jim Crow Joe Biden is releasing his list of new White House staffing. Now, it has not been confirmed that Symone is going to officially be his press secretary. There is a couple of other females in the running, particularly another black female. But I want to first deal with Symone Sanders, and I'm going to tell you and show you footage of this other possible black LGBTQ lady who's in the running also. And some of you may have forgotten that this other person who's being considered for Jim Crow Joe Biden's White House press secretary position, she has a similar incident to Symone's. Some of you may have forgotten that. Somebody talk black to me. As you come in, beloved, please come in, give us a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. Text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live from time to time. Please do that on the count of three as I get ready to prepare you all to listen to this. On the count of three, please give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. Are you ready? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. Thank you so much, Instagram family. Instagram, I want you to get ready to come on over to flynubianqueentv.com. Instagram, please get ready to come on over to flynubianqueentv.com because I need to use this device. Why am I reminding you of important stories and things that have occurred over the past couple of years regarding these members of the League of Mammies? I want to remind you of things that occurred before today because of its relevance. They were not cooning, they were not samboing, they were not bones and biscuiting, they were not being the help for nothing. They were doing it for a reason, dear family. And I want to discuss with you just a little bit of that. So let me just give you the background on what's being reported so far. Again, Symone Sanders is just one of a few, but she's one of the top 2 or 3 that they're discussing making the new White House press secretary. So let's get ready to get into it. All right, Instagram, come on over to flynubianqueentv.com. Thank you so very much. All right, family. Now that I'm sharing this on my Instagram page. Thank you so much for your patience while I do that. And thank you. If you're watching us, by the way, on another one of our platforms, please like and please follow. Would you do that? Please like or Please like, here we go, and please follow. Thank you so very much. Now, you all remember how Symone Sanders got on the national stage, right? You will remember that before she worked for Jim Crow Joe Biden, she was initially with Bernie Sanders. How many of you all recall that? How many of you all remember that? Symone Sanders used to belong to Bernie Sanders. Somebody tell black to me. Before she accepted a position with Jim Crow Joe Biden. Yes, right? Now watch this. So she decided that she was going to work for Jim Crow Joe Biden. And before she officially made that decision, I want to remind some of you all what she said before she officially accepted the job. I believe by her doing this is what solidified everybody agreeing to, yeah, let's just go ahead and bring her on over to the team. How many of you all remember that on February 5th, 2019, she tweeted out to concerning Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke wrote a political op-ed piece, saying how Kamala Harris can't count on black vote in 2020. Well, she was right, because she quit the campaign. She was not getting the black support that she had expected to get her. Y'all hear me today? So look at this. This is Symone Sanders' little tweet, right? Oh, I'm going to get right on into it, baby, for this brief war briefing today. Thumbs up, like, and share. Thank you so much for tuning into the Vicki Show. I'm typically here Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on FlyNewbieQueenTV.com. Now watch this. Y'all see this? This tweet. Because I don't want you to think, y'all know I bring these things back to your remembrance for a reason. Symone said to this black man who wrote an accurate political op-ed, she says to this black man, Uncle Luke is no political mastermind or strategist. Why do black men keep popping up with their unsolicited opinions about Kamala Harris? Do not forget that Symone Sanders insulted a prominent black man in Florida, by the way. Florida, where Joe Biden struggled. She openly insulted a black man for doing an accurate political piece concerning Kamala Harris. And she insulted him. She basically called him stupid and inept. Because anytime you tell somebody you're not a political mastermind or strategist, you don't need to be a political mastermind or strategist to object to certain anti-black policies from a certain political presidential candidate. Are y'all hearing me today? You all know that I've been dealing with some medical stuff, so you will forgive me as I sip on my tea. Thumbs up, like, and share, family. Then the second part of her tweet, she insults all black men. See, this is how she got a little job with Joe Biden. This is how they knew she was the one. This was a pre-qualification. This is what made Joe Biden all, giddy inside. When she said the second sentence by asking this question, why do black men keep popping up with their unsolicited opinions about Kamala Harris. Are y'all hearing me today? She went from insulting and disrespecting a prominent black man in Florida for accurately listing problematic the anti-black record that surely is Kamala Harris's, to insulting all black men by saying, why do black men keep popping up? With their unsolicited opinions about Kamala Harris, as if black men needs your permission. Now, Symone, in her bio, she calls herself a rabid. That's the word she uses. R-A-B-I-D. She calls herself a rabid feminist from Nebraska. Now, I know we as women, we all look different. There are different forms of beauty, different forms of we express our femininity differently. Somebody talk black to me. But what I'm about to show you in just a couple of minutes is more or less on the masculine side, which is something that the white supremacist tends to exploit in the black woman. It is their goal and their desire that you replace your men. It is their goal and their desire that you, when necessary, play the role of the man, because they don't really want to have to deal with that. And they also use you to keep your men, your sons, your nephews, your husbands, somebody talk black to me, your fathers. They use you to keep them intact. They don't want to have to work so hard. They don't want to have to deal with opposition and resistance. So they use you to do it. I talk about this often and I won't stop doing it because it's relevant. We're seeing it manifest. And my job is to keep the pressure, keep my stiletto, somebody talk black to me, on the necks of these political enemies. Shout out to you, Keith, for your gift. Good evening, Vicki. You are beauty. Taming the beast right now. Thank you. You are a beauty, taming the beast. Thank you, beloved. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you so much, dear family, for supporting Fly Nubian Queen's super chat. We certainly appreciate it. Now, let's get into it. Let's get into it. As you keep hitting that thumbs up button, family. Keep hitting that thumbs up button, liking and sharing. Thank you so very much. Now, watch this. Watch this. I saw this tweet. I have an article here too, but this article is from Fox 40, where it says Biden considering former campaign aides for top White House communications role. Then again, that's from Fox. The information related there to Biden considering former campaign aides for top White House communication roles. Let me just give you a little bit of information from this. It says several women who worked on Joe Biden's campaign are being considered for top White House communication roles in the Biden-Harris administration, sources with knowledge of the deliberations tell CNN. Now listen to a couple of these names. Karine, are y'all listening? Jean-Pierre, a senior advisor to Biden's campaign, who later served as chief of staff to Kamala Harris, and Symone Sanders, who served as senior advisor to the campaign, are under consideration to become White House press secretary. Kate Bedingfield, who served as deputy campaign manager and communications director, is considered for White House communications director and press secretary. So they got, of the three names that you've heard so far, two of them are black. And they kind of look alike. But we know I'm finna give you some information on it. Now listen. It does say that no final decisions have been made yet, and no announcements are expected this week for the roles which are among the most visible in any administration. Biden pledged during the campaign to bring back the daily White House press briefing, which was scraped under Donald Trump's administration. Now, y'all listen very closely to some of these little bios because you know that of the top ones, 2 of them are black. Jean-Pierre. Let me just show you a little picture of her. How many of you all are familiar with Miss Kareem Jean-Pierre? This is her, the lady in the middle. Y'all see her right here? She's from Haiti. Her family lineage, I should say. Immigrants from Haiti, my understanding. Now, of course, this is the infamous linebacker that is Symone Sanders, one of her best picks yet, in my opinion. Okay? So the first name, Kareem Jean-Pierre. Now watch this. It says Jean-Pierre is a name that has been recently added to the mix for the press secretary position. If she or Sanders were to assume the role, either would make history as the first black woman to serve as White House press secretary. Jean-Pierre worked for Barack Obama's and Martin O'Malley's presidential campaigns and served as political analyst for NBC and MSNBC. It says she would also come to the team with connections and activism following her role as Chief Public Affairs Officer at MoveOn.org and on the campaign for the American Civil Liberties Union's Reproductive Freedom Initiative. Now, she's also gay. She's also a part of the LGBTQ community. Now, the reason why we raise that is because you all understand, Black family, that intersectionality is a strategy that America uses to deflect from and to diminish Black agenda. So when they bring in all of these other groups, when you got a whole bunch of other labels attached onto you, for sure, they're going to emphasize those things over being Black first. And other groups, other people will end up eating off of us. And then we'll still wake up once again after another 500 years talking about why we're in the same condition we're in. Somebody talk Black to me. This is a deflection tactic. But nevertheless, this Miss Kareem Jean-Pierre, which you all know, I regularly remind people about this. Now, I did a video that went viral on Your Black World TV some months back concerning Snoop Dogg and Susan Rice. How many of you all remember that? How many of y'all remember that? When Snoop correctly rebuked Gayle King for slandering the legacy of a dead Black man, that is to say, Kobe Bryant, by bringing up false allegations, sexual allegations, by this disgusting, lying white girl, Gayle got a lot of backlash because of that. Obviously, she deserved it, right? And so, in addition to the backlash that we gave her from the grassroots, you found Black celebrities standing with us, advancing our talking points, and also calling out Gayle for her anti-Black statements. Well, in response, I'm just giving you a little background. Susan Rice, how many of y'all remember Susan Rice? Susan Rice, who formerly worked for the Obama administration, she was a part of his National Security Advisor group. She was really up for the Secretary of State job, but the white supremacists made sure she wasn't going to get that job. I think it was just John Kerry, I think, initially ended up getting that one. And so, and then ultimately Hillary, I think the second time around. Now listen. So the white Republicans made sure that she didn't get that job, but she also worked Susan Rice. Now, Susan Rice was also a part of the Clinton administration. And she has been tied to the Rwandan genocide situation. Now, I'm sure she disagrees with the way that whole thing went down. But my point is, she, in some circles, has been implicated in the mass murder and death of those people during the Clinton administration. That lady, that is Susan Rice. After I gave Susan Rice that work. But Kareem Jean-Pierre took her funny looking self onto MSNBC's, again, the lady in the middle, Kareem. She took her funny looking self onto, what is it? Morning Joe on MSNBC, that early morning show. And she also threw shade at Snoop Dogg, and so did Reverend Al Sharpton's funny looking self. You need to go back and eat. Some of y'all, I know we believe in being skinny and vegans and stuff. You need to go back and eat. Because it seemed like Reverend Al, the fatter he was, the more conscious he was. You about need to go back to that. Because I just don't even understand. You can't get credit for being more conscious and all of that when you done lost your mind and you sucking up to all these white supremacists. And you giving the middle finger to every masculine pro-black man you can come across. And you buddies with all of them. You need to go sit yourself down and eat. That's what you need to do. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing, family, for your brief war brief. So Kareem took her funny looking self onto MSNBC's Morning Joe. And she tried to be, because Reverend Al Sharpton, he was all but saying how Snoop needs to lose endorsements and all of that. I mean, it was the craziest thing in front of all these white people. And so, y'all know I don't care nothing about all that. That's y'all. If y'all consider that's your hero, I don't play about that. Plus, when he went to Aretha Franklin's funeral, he was sitting closer. He kept his distance on purpose from Minister Farrakhan. I show y'all the pictures all the time. And stayed close as he possibly could to Bill Clinton and Reverend Jesse Jackson, because he didn't want white folks to say he was sitting too close with Minister Farrakhan. That used to be your hero. That's what I'm saying. You about need to go eat. That's what you need to do. Enjoy yourself a big old fat meal. Anyway, so I say all that to say Kareem Jean-Pierre jumped her funny looking self in on the situation, but she tried to be a little bit more diplomatic about it. But I didn't even really give her the work the way I did Gab, Fail King, Kale, and Okra. I didn't even give Kareem the work like that. I was just saying how she took herself onto Morning Joe's show. And, you know, Joe on Morning Joe is a big old fat racist. No, the only reason why anybody listen to him now is because, you know, they was all, you know, different Republicans are jumping on board now to get rid of Trump. But he's still a white supremacist Republican. So I was just making it clear, hey, she went on there trying to defend, Gayle King activated all of her little black friends and stuff, and some of the white friends. And Joe, on Morning Joe, he had the nerve to try to talk noise. This white man, this white racist man had the nerve to try to talk noise to another black man about protecting and defending a black woman. When the Morning Joe had the reputation for not bringing on nobody black. So I was giving him all that work, but I barely even talked about this funny looking almost nobody that is Kareem Jean-Pierre. Y'all know full well that mainstream white media put the strangest nobodies on TV and tell us that they somebody. Somebody talk black to me. You all know that white supremacist networks have a tendency to bring on nobodies and tell us, I'm talking about to black society, and then tell us that they somebody. On the little chirons and stuff, they have up there stuff running up. They run this. They the CEO of that. They're the new leader of that. And we don't even know who you are. We didn't even know you existed. This is all new, which means that this is something white folks made up and something that they're trying to force on you. Well, Kareem Jean-Pierre is one of those individuals. So I didn't even give the lady to work like that. I kind of let her make it a little bit because I spent most of my energy for them. After that, what did I tell you the latest roles of this lady was, Kareem Jean-Pierre? What did I tell you? Didn't I say that's Kamala Harris's what? What did we just say that she was? Do you all remember? Yes, Kamala Harris's chief of staff. I'm looking for this. Well, she was, I guess, in her little feelings. And this is what I be trying to tell y'all. In addition to me having to actually talk to certain people that's in mainstream cable news and stuff, a couple of different ones. For whatever reason, people are real concerned about the little Vicki show and stuff. To the point to where Kamala Harris's chief of staff. What does it say, family? What does it say? What does that say, family? Can you all see what that tweet says? Yes. Kamala Harris's chief of staff, who is a black woman that likes to say, like the other League of Mammies, that white folk don't want to hear what black women have to say. Let black women speak. Let's listen to the voices of black women. She blocked me. Little old me, y'all. Little old me. After I did that show on Your Black World TV and hundreds of thousands of people watched it, 300-some thousand, 340, 50,000, I don't remember what the number is now. Look at this. And then, of course, those that watch it, other people start to pick up on it. Other people start to call these different people out. That's the issue. Watch this. Look. And so she made sure she didn't just block me there. She blocked me on another place on social media too. I don't even fool with that lady like that. But she kind of preemptively, in some sense, just shut me down. Now, this is what I find. I want you all to keep that in mind. And when you're tagging and when we're dealing with Kamala Harris, make sure that we keep saying, this is why I'm letting you know that these League of Mammies, they're a fraud. And they're put in place by these white supremacist Democrats. She blocked me. And she wasn't even the real object of my criticism. I threw her little funny looking stuff in there for about 2 seconds. But they listen to the disrespect of Republicans who are assisting in the murder of folks through this COVID-19. They continue to keep the lines of communication open with the most vile white supremacists you can imagine for the sake of healing and coming together. But with the black woman who's a feminine voice of black society, the black grassroots, she shuts me down and she makes sure she has all the bases covered on social media because she blocked me on Instagram too. I want you to think about that. This is Kamala Harris's chief of staff. This is a lady that worked for Obama's administration, and she's up for also possibly the White House position. But they want you to believe that black women aren't heard. They want you to believe that black women were essential to the Democrats winning, and they were. But it's a certain kind of black woman. Somebody talk black to me. They'll embrace the vile black women or black looking women or caricatures of black women like Cardi B. They interview with such wild women. They embrace the Lizzos. They embrace the females that say, I rob men. I get them drunk. And if they cheat on me, I'll get a trans, hello Cardi B, to rape them. But Vicki, who doesn't show all that, talk like that, and do all that, in the eyes of your political black elite, I'm considered to be the ratchet. Isn't that something? I'm considered to be the unacceptable. I'm the ones that they must keep distance from. But we will embrace the most ratchet and vile and violent elements of alleged black femininity. Shout out to you, Insta Black, for your support of Fly Nubian Queen. I bless your gift to that thousandfold. They refuse to give the queens their crown while these mammies take the center stage. Yes, beloved. And I ain't tripping because I wouldn't want to be there. They are in a failed Egyptian, I'm talking about scripturally speaking, not the modern Egypt. Mystery Babylon, where that world is ending. I don't envy you. That's getting ready to come crashing down if you don't do right by black people. Somebody talk black to me. But I just wanted you all to know that Joe Biden interviewed with Cardi B. So it's not just the Breakfast Club that gloats all over the nastiest, most ratchet, disgusting pieces of trash. Joe Biden does too. Kamala does too. And meanwhile, they block my voice. And voice is similar. Shout out to you, Just a Girl, for your gift. You are the realest. Oh, thank you, beloved. Shout out to you, Moon, for your gift. I bless your gift a thousandfold. Love everything about you. I love you all back. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Now, this is not about crying a river for me. I'm just trying to expose something in them. I'm trying to reveal something in them. Are you hearing me, family? This is what I'm talking about with your so-called liberals and Democrats, where they claim to be so inclusive. We love everybody. And they're the first ones that tell you, don't judge this one, don't judge that one. And they are the ones, if you tell them that you're traditional and your values, they're judging you. You say, fine, if you want to live an alternative lifestyle. But I don't choose to do that. They give you the middle finger. They shut you down. They call you crazy. They look at you like you from outer space. Somebody talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep this image in your mind that the person that could be the next White House press secretary, between her and Symone Sanders and this other white woman that probably won't get it. I don't know, actually, the inner workings, but I'm just saying it's pressure on him to have another black woman in play, but we'll see. He may say, well, I got Kamala, so y'all can handle this white woman as a press secretary. But keep that in mind. These League of Mammies, they are fake and the phony. They don't want to hear from all black women. They want to hear from the mammies. They don't want to hear from the ones that are speaking straight words, who they can't buy, who's not seeking a position at the White House, who's not seeking a position on cable news, who knows who she is, who considers it to be the greatest honor to serve in whatever capacity to the black grassroots. I just want you to know it's a lie. It's a front. And it's fascinating that some of your most beloved Black activists who I've tried to engage with as a sister, for those of you that's out there talking about, let's unify. Look like Vicki always trying to attack someone. What you need to take your funny looking self to do, instead of being over here talking to Vicki, or being in my DMs, on my Instagrams, on my Twitter, on my Facebooks, or on my personal YouTubes, any of those places where y'all can find your way into my DMs or comment sections. It's never dawned on you. Why don't I go to those other women and say to them, have you ever tried to reach out to Vicki? Have you ever tried to talk to sister? I've tried to communicate with some of them. Publicly, I even communicated with Amanda Seals' funny looking self. I was calling her out on her foolishness. And when I was bringing the receipts, respectfully, she is the one that got silent. I've reached out to a Black female activist, posited the notion of doing follow-up together, made it clear that we may disagree, but we're sisters, perhaps we can still talk. This is another person. I haven't heard a word. So for those of you that thinks that Vicki is starting something, number one, I don't really owe you no explanation like that, because if you follow my work, you would know better. But I'm just telling you this for good measure. It should go through your mind. Go to them and ask them, have you talked to Vicki? And Amanda is an emotional, some would say nut, some would say liar. But I'm just letting you guys know the real. Now listen. Why is this? Why is Symone Sanders and Kareem Jean-Pierre in the top running to become possibly Biden's press secretary? How many of you all clearly remember this? Before Joe Biden became the Democratic presidential candidate, how many of you all remember this issue? Thumbs up, family. Please like and share. Give me just a few more minutes. Today's a brief war briefing. Don't forget to tune in tonight to Miss Constance Carter's show tonight at 9 p.m. She's a new queen. She comes on every night after me. So I'm going to make sure that I don't run into her time. But tonight also, I've got to get ready for my Wednesday night mastermind course. If you want to join my mastermind, please join at clubvicki.com. This clubvicki.com. The links are in the chat. Shout out to our moderators that are putting important links in the chat. How many of you all remember this right here?
In the neighborhoods, we come from the thrift.
This on social.
In the neighborhoods, we come from the thrift.
Hold on. Let me cue that right. And also, let me do this. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit education or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Shout out to social media that had this all over the place. How many of you all remember this?
In the neighborhoods, we come from the thrift.
Watch the linebacking. Watch. Watch. Y'all see Symone?
Well, let's see. We're going to go. Look.
Let's look at this again. Watch this.
In the neighborhoods, we come from the thrift.
Watch this. Look at Symone. Look at Symone.
Well, let's see.
Somebody just said touchdown. Excuse me. Somebody just said touchdown. Watch this. Symone did, beloved. Watch this. Symone did what no black man would even do. What do you mean? Somebody say, prove it, Vicki. Look at this picture real good. Do you all see a black man in this situation? Do you all see a brother in this picture right here? Do you all see the brother in the picture right here? Do you all see a brother, a black man in this picture? Somebody talk black to me. What is the black man doing in this situation? Why y'all laughing? Symone did what no black man in his right mind would do. What is the brother doing? The brother is hanging out, letting the help do the work. He like, as much as I love Joe Biden, I ain't finna go out like that. The brother is just sitting there watching the situation. The brother is like, my manhood is useless in this situation. The black man is like, she got this. Symone she did that which no black man would even do. God today. He just over there with his hand up looking like he's about that life and really ain't. He didn't touch nothing. Now, why am I bringing this up? What is this type of behavior reminiscent of, family? What is this type of behavior? Let me see if I can get it. What is this hot type of behavior reminiscent of, family? Thumbs up, family. On the count of three, for those of you that haven't, please hit that thumbs up button. And please like, share, and subscribe. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. What is this at the top of this? Can you all see this picture? Isn't that a biscuit? Shout out to you, Shanice, for your gift. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Y'all see that biscuit? Now, do you all see the wording on this trophy? The middle word says meritorious manumission. Can you see it? The middle word here says meritorious manumission, right? Can you see that? I have to remind you all from time to time what that term means and how it's still relevant today. Keeping in mind the line backing that you just saw. To keep the phrase simple in terms of meritorious manumission, meritorious manumission, technically that was an act of 1710 rather. I'm sorry, 1710. But watch this. That meritorious manumission act, you guys, was the legal act of freeing a slave for quote unquote good deeds. Listen. As defined by the national public policy. Meritorious manumission could be granted to a slave who distinguished himself. Watch this. By saving the life of a white master or his property. Inventing something that a white slave master could make a profit from, or snitching on a slave rebellion. I'm going to say that again. This is specifically the Meritorious Manumission Act of 1710. What were the qualifications? What were the good deeds as defined where you could, it was a legal act of freeing a slave for good deeds. What were those three good deeds defined as? A slave that distinguished himself by doing what? Saving the life of a white master or his property. inventing something that a white slave master could make a profit from, or snitching on a slave rebellion. The point is, anything that a white supremacist could benefit from, and you can tailor it to today. The slave was rewarded. What's the reward that we're discussing today, family? What's the reward we're discussing today, family? I'm waiting for you all to give me the answer. What's the reward that we're discussing today? Not a seat. What do you mean a seat? What's the reward we're discussing today? Thank you, thank you, whoever just said, Martia Martin. The White House, the possibility of a White House communications job. Y'all got to stick with me now. The reward in this instance is elevation in a white supremacist system. So you may be saying to yourself, well, why is it then, Vicki, that they're considering another black woman possibly too, Kareem Jean-Pierre, seeing that Symone Sanders literally put her life and limb on the line for Joe Biden, right? Why is it that it's not a touchdown? Why is it that there's another black woman that's in the mix being considered for the position? Because Symone may not get it, but she's definitely in the running. She's in the top running. Who was the other lady I said? Let's go back to her picture. Kareem Jean-Pierre, who was what? Worked for the Obama administration and was with Joe Biden's. She was considered to be one of Joe Biden's advisors too before she became Kamala's chief of staff, right? You see Kareem Jean-Pierre right there? The lady that blocked me on social media. Some of you may have forgotten this, but Symone wasn't the only one that was getting ready to take one for the team. Somebody talk black to me. Family, hit that thumbs up button on the count of 3. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm almost done with this brief word briefing today. Again, my name is Vicki Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. And I'm conducting my mastermind tonight. I do every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, where I drop a spiritual principle. I elaborate on the spiritual principle, and you have direct access to me there in this exclusive group where you can ask me questions. But I'm also preparing for this Saturday, 2 p.m., where I'm going to be doing a 2-hour intensive this Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern, on angels and the melanin code connection. You can have access to this 2-hour live course this weekend, 2 p.m. Eastern, Saturday. If you join my weekly mastermind for $1 for the first 30 days, you get automatic access. You can do that at clubvicki.com. Or if you sign up at flynubianmastermind.com, you don't have to, if you just want to attend the 2-hour angel course, no problem. Go straight to flynubianmastermind.com for a nominal fee. You can join. That's flynubianmastermind.com, flynubianmastermind.com. Kareem Jean-Pierre, some of you may have forgotten. She interviewed Kamala Harris some time back. How many of y'all remember that? How many of you all remember a few months back, Kareem Jean-Pierre was interviewing Kamala Harris, and Kamala Harris's husband was on the scene, and another one of these white protesters came up on the stage. These black women, also known as prestigious members of the League of Mammies, these helps. Watch this. Maybe y'all forgot. This is why Kareem is in the business. See, they gotta pay them back. Meritorious manumission.
Oh, hi. Just a minute, sir. Asking for your attention to a much bigger idea. Thank you so much, sir, for your big idea. But we want to make sure that we are able to get through this. Okay, it's okay, folks. It's okay. People have their own big idea.
Watch Kareem. See, y'all probably didn't realize this. Some of y'all forgot this, and some of you may not have known it. See, Symone ain't the only one that was linebacking and stuff for white supremacy. Somebody said that's a block. Help me with these sports terms. Pay close attention. Look at it again. Watch this again. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
Oh, hi. Just a minute, sir. Asking for your attention to a much bigger idea. Thank you so much, sir.
So they gotta throw her in the mix too. It's messing up Symone being the only one that's for real about to get this job. So they gotta put Kareem up there too, because they both pretty much took one for the team. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Somebody said block, somebody else said interception. It was still all football, sounded like to me. These black women, without even thinking, what I want you to see is it's their reflex. It's that mammy muscle memory. Somebody talk back to me. It's that mammy muscle memory. It just automatically jump up when white supremacist interests are at stake. Now, mind you, when black folks are dying and being murdered in the streets, you're not going to see Symone do that and break a nail for no black life. Kareem is not fixing to do all that and jump in front of a white supremacist for the sake of black folk being murdered. But for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, it's the mammy muscle memory. That reflex, boy, y'all ain't got none of them mammies reflexes like that, boy. We can learn something from that. It's so fast, and it's just automatic. They do it without thinking. But when it comes down to black life, they tell you all the reasons why it's important to be nonviolent and not to put yourself in a position. None of them would do nothing like that for you. That's called that mammy muscle memory. Mammy, the triple M, the MMM. Somebody put hashtag MMM. Y'all ain't got no reflexes like that. Watch this. What y'all know about this? Watch this.
Look how
fast they move. Look how fast they move like that. So no, Symone can't be the only one in the running today. Symone got a little competition. Symone ain't the only one that was willing to put it all on the line and to put her body between herself and a white supremacist for non-violent protesters. Somebody talk black to me.
In the neighborhoods we come from, the flip.
Boy, y'all know about this.
We're gonna go.
That's got to be rewarded. When your mammy reflexes, the muscle memory like that move, you got to be up for a job in the White House. The White House has need of you. You cannot let such extraordinary skills go to waste like that. These are people that's going to go to work for white supremacy with the quickness and without thinking. Somebody talk back to me. Now you understand why that little piece of paper said that Kareem is in the mix now. Some of y'all didn't realize it when she interviewed Kamala. She put her body between herself and a strange white man. Hey. Y'all heard that? I'm supposed to be hollering. I got to keep my voice. What she do? What she do? Whoa. Somebody talk black to me. Get it, girl.
Hi.
Watch this.
Hi, huh?
That's some extraordinary skills. That is extraordinary. That's the stuff of White House. Somebody talk like me. Can you guys imagine me? Can y'all imagine me doing that for white supremacy? I would be saying, you better hold your own. Fill in the blanks. Can you, me? For white supremacy? You had your mind like that. I mean, I shudder the thought. Like, I just got a chill thinking about what if I did something like that. Just had a pain in my chest. Dang, woo. Something just went through me like that. Just thinking about what would I even look like doing something like that? Like my leg, my coordination wouldn't even get it together for that. Somebody told y'all play too much. Thank you for your gift. The title of the episode made me lose my cookies. Like, I just can't even do that. Like, I'm trying to imagine what that would even be like. Like, my arms and legs, something would have gave out. All of them, nothing would go together like that. My arm would ask me, have you lost your mind? My knee would say, we weren't born for this. My foot would say, well, I'd be doggone if I go in this direction. My body parts would start talking to me like, you got to be out your mind, fool. Can't even imagine. Imagine me breaking a nail for white supremacy. Kareem Jean-Pierre got her legs wide open in that little cute little dress she had on, but she done messed up all the possibility. I mean, what I look like coming up out of my girliness for that? You got to be, fool, is you crazy? You must be out your mind. God, today. I got to get ready to get up out of here. But the White House position, family, the press secretary, that's really the public face of the White House. Shout out to you, beloved, for your gift. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Never forget. Don't forget, family. Thumbs up, like, and share. Check us out at our store, shopfnq.com, shopfnq.com. Sign up for my mastermind, my weekly mastermind, where I have exclusive access to me, and I'm dropping spiritual jewels, 9 p.m. Eastern, clubvicky.com. Of course, you get automatic access to my 2-hour angel course this weekend if you sign up for that. But if you don't want to sign up for my weekly mastermind, go to flynubiemastermind.com and sign up there to attend my angel course this Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Listen. These ladies are the help. But when you think about the duties of the help, I love you back. When you think about the duties of the help, what are the major duties that these help members do? But just imagine, y'all, can you imagine nothing in me would work for that? Hey, girl, shut up. I'm gonna be looking at the man just like everybody else. That white girl with Joe Biden, that non-dairy protester, the non-violent non-dairy protester, I would have been looking at her just like everybody else. In fact, seeing them come up on stage, I'd be like, hey, girl. In fact, the only thing I would have been saying is, what's that on your sign? The girl would have been looking at me like I'm trying to take the sign from. I'd be like, girl, what's on your sign? What they say? I'm just asking him for non-dairy legislation. Oh, okay, girl, get it, girl. I ain't finna stand in the way. Crazy. Black women, we go through too much to get our nails and toes done. I'm looking forward to getting back to the salon. I'm doing my own nails and stuff now, but because of COVID, it ain't the money, because I don't trust everything right now. I just can't do that. Shout out to you, Mr. L. Love you, Vicki. Talk back to me. I love you back, beloved. Thumbs up, like, and share, family. What I look like? Girl, we ain't know how to do all that for this. Shoot. The only thing I would be saying to the protesters, they would be wondering why I'm coming toward them. I would just be like, what's on that sign? I'm just trying to see what your sign say. Girl, do your thing. And Joe and his wife would have been looking at me like, what is you doing? Fool, that ain't my job. Shut your mind. I'll be doing just what I'm doing now. Pulling my hair, putting this hair that's stuck on my lipstick. That's what I would be doing while talking to Joe. Like, boy, you're crazy. So Zach, what I be doing? Are you, where in the world? Nothing in me will work for that. For no white supremacy. What would it do? Hey.
Hi. Wait a minute, sir.
Crazy. Let's keep it. Watch this. I'm done for real. Today's a short briefing. What are the major duties of Black ladies that were domestic workers for these white supremacists? Especially when we think about the movie The Hill. What were their major jobs? Their main duties was to do what? To feed the white supremacists? To clothe the white supremacists? Clean the white supremacists? Raise the white supremacists, little raggedy little terrorist children? This is what Symone and Kareem doing. This is what you guys do when you give all of your talents, your gifts, your skill set, when you lend whatever little bit of credibility that you have, your Blackness, your femininity, you are feeding white supremacy, you are clothing white supremacy, you are counseling white supremacy. When Abilene in the movie The Help was telling the little chunky, little chubby little white girl, you is kind, you is small, you is important. You all know I say it all the time. I can understand her saying it in front of the little girl, mama, daddy, to play it off like she cared about the little girl. I can see her pretending in front of, in front of the mama, when the mama, daddy around, you is kind, you is smart. But when we saw that she was in the little girl's nursery room just saying it to be saying it, fool, you are emboldening the white supremacy. You are shaping them into more savage white supremacists, telling them you is kind, you is smart, you is important. In private. Again, I can see her faking the funk in front of the people. But what are you in the little girl's nursery room secretly telling her you is kind, you is smart, you is important? No, that ain't what you do. Y'all know where I'm going with this. Forget even once upon a time. If it's daylight, it ain't finna be no once upon a time. It's just finna be your days are over. Y'all's world is about to end. Shoot. You know when you teach the kids 2- and 3-letter words? Spell end. Spell end. E. Someone told Black to me. N. D. End. End of the road? No, let's go look at a little globe. Yes, yeah, like it's the end of the road. End of the road. I will show a little globe. End of the world. Shoot. Look, girl, in pride. You telling her you is kind. No, end. Spell end. E-N-D. Bye-bye. Wave at me. Come on. Come on. Come on, wave at me. Waving means bye-bye. Shoot. That's all you're supposed to be doing in private. But my point is, a lot of your bones and biscuits are doing little stuff in private that's emboldening the white supremacists. Are y'all hearing me today? They're giving them little secrets to how the black mind works. But thankfully, because of the works of the black grassroots, because of the work of black media, there's someone there to combat that madness. And instead, we're exposing the fraud of these black bones and biscuits that's working behind the scenes against your very black interest. Baby, don't miss my show tomorrow, same time, same place, right here on FlyNewBigQueenTV.com, The Vicki Show. We're so pleased that you've joined us today. It is my joy. You're my joy, my bliss. I bow to you. I honor you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I'm preparing tonight for ClubVicki.com. Make sure that you tune in after me. There's a new queen that comes on every night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Miss Constance Carter. She comes on after me, 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget to sign up for this Saturday's Mastermind 2-hour Angel course. Go to FlyNubianMastermind.com. If you want to just attend the 2-hour course, go to FlyNubianMastermind.com. If you sign up for my weekly mastermind, that's just $1 for the first 30 days. You get automatic access. I can't wait to see you there. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard and Twitter at Dillard Vicki.